Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLune 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome back to the Funk Royalty Files, where we dig up the untold stories and expose the injustices that need attention. Today's case is a real head-scratcher. A Prince George's County man mistakenly deported to El Salvador, and now he's fighting to get back home. So, let's dive in. Kilmar Armado Abrigo Garcia, a 29-year-old Salvadoran national, was living the American dream with his wife and their child, who are both U.S. citizens. But things took a drastic turn when an immigration judge granted him withholding of removal back in 2019. That means if he were to be deported, the government would have had to reopen the case and get permission. Fast forward to last month, Garcia found himself on one of those deportation flights, bound for El Salvador prison camp. But it turns out the whole thing was a mistake caused by an administrative error. The acting field office director for Immigration and Customs Enforcement later said so. That's right, folks, a simple mistake led to a man being sent away from his family. Now, Garcia's lawyers aren't having it. They're arguing that the removal of their client was indeed illegal because there was no evidence presented that would have led to his arrest or deportation. In fact, they claim the government hasn't shown any order that would have justified this move. The White House press secretary had even stated in a press conference that Garcia might be affiliated with some gang. But Garcia's lawyers want us to know that if there was an indictment against him for gang affiliation, the U.S. government would have demanded his return to face the American legal system. That didn't happen, and now they're trying to wriggle out of this mess. The lawyer representing the Department of Justice struggled to defend the actions of the U.S. government. It's a tough sell when you admit that your client shouldn't have been deported in the first place. The only argument they could come up with was that the U.S. doesn't have authority to bring him back, but Garcia's lawyers aren't buying it. The judge saw through their attempt to downplay this whole situation and issued a strong statement on Friday. The U.S. government must bring Abrigo Garcia back to the U.S. That means he has until Monday, April 7th at 11:59 p.m., or else he'll be staying in El Salvador where his family needs him. This is an important case for many of us, not just because we're talking about a man's freedom, but also because it raises questions about the efficiency and accountability of our immigration system. We need to make sure that these mistakes don't happen again, especially when innocent people like Abrigo Garcia are caught in the crossfire. That's all for now on this episode of the Funk Royalty Files. Tune back next time for more justice served, one story at a time.